Hello everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to my Beautiful Nights channel. For this video, I'm going to open up another monthly subscription from the Bead Box. In case you're interested in this box, I will leave a link for it down there below in the description bar. And this morning, I was kind of late on my last tutorial for this box, so I uploaded September's tutorial this morning, and that tutorial was this ring right here. I made it with the Swarovski chaton that I got from last month's box, the 4mm and 3mm beads, and I used my own seed beads and thread, of course, but look at that ring. It is so gorgeous. If you did not see this tutorial, you gotta go and check it out. It was my last video that I uploaded before this video here, which is going to be like not the next day, but the day after I did this video, which really does not matter to you, so I don't know why I'm saying that. So anyways, let's go ahead, open this box, and see what we have. And I was wondering, after I did this ring, after I filmed a tutorial on it, I was wondering if I could use a Rivoli in place of this. I did not measure this chaton. It did not tell me a measurement. It just had like a code of the size, which I thought was kind of strange. I thought it would tell me the millimeter of it, but I think that a Rivoli could possibly work in place of that if you can't get that chaton. Alright, so first we're going to do the Bead Box. I mean, Bead bag. Wow, that pink is cool. Alright, we're going to start with the 3mm strands. Let's see, those are 4. Ooh, that one's really pink. I like that one. Okay, these are the 3. And the first one is Jet Silver Blue Luster, which is this one, I'm thinking. Because Jet stands for black in Czech beads. That is cool. Again, it is called Jet Silver Blue Luster. I don't know about blue luster. I see blue, but it kind of looks like a Picasso bead to me, which I love. It's very pretty. I like that strand. And then the next one is Alabaster White Forest Green. This one, Alabaster White Forest Green Luster, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's this one. This one's pretty. I don't remember if I got this in my last box in the 4mm. I think I might have. But anyways, love that one. And then this one's my favorite out of all the 3mm in this box. But it's the last one. This one is Alabaster White Vintage Brown Luster. Again, it's pretty. Looks old vintage. I like the old vintage look. Patinas and all that. And then this one's my favorite. This is Jet Vintage Copper Luster. This is so gorgeous. We got this last month in the 4mm, and this is the color that I used to make this ring. Right there it is, the 4mm bead. So now I have it in the 3. I could totally go back to the Bead Box and buy a ton of these, because this here, you know, I feel like there's some colors that I like that are okay, but some colors that I love so much that I usually buy a lot of, like 100 or more beads. So yeah, I love those there. That one is my fave. And these look good together. I like these 3 together. Those are pretty together. Okay, next thing is 4mm strands, Jet Silver Blue Luster. Oh, this one's the same. Yeah, Jet Silver Blue Luster. But this one, I guess because it's a bigger bead, or maybe it's because it was made at a different time, has more blue on it. A lot more blue. Very cool looking though. I like that. Very pretty bead. Alright, next thing, Alabaster White Ruby Luster. This one? Yeah. Alabaster white. So underneath this pink is a white bead. This is really pink. Very, very pretty. So it's not painted, the finish, but I do believe it is some kind of a coating. Those are gorgeous though. I love those. And then the next one is Alabaster White Pearlized Olive. That's this one here. Pearlized. Now I think that means that it is painted, but I don't see a paint coating in the bead, but this is gorgeous green. That's very pretty. And this one here, I just love this one so much. And I'm trying to remember, is this the bigger one to this one? I think it is. I used all of those. So last month I got the pink there in this color, and then I got the 4 last month in this color. And I used both of those in that ring. This one here though, to me, it does look darker than the 3mm, and that's usually because it's a bigger bead. I've noticed that. This strand is gorgeous. Okay, let's go to the box. Alright, I'm going to do strands first. Ooh, I wonder if those are gemstones, because it's on a thread. What is that? I love those. Oh, candies. I love candy beads. Okay, that's all bagged. I'll put that over there. Alright, I'm trying to keep this still because it keeps moving. Number 1, 8mm Czech Fire Polish Crystal Vintage Blue. What? This? 8mm Czech Fire Polish Crystal Vintage Blue. 16 pieces. I think it's this. Yeah, it's a Czech Fire Polish bead. But I don't see blue color. It does look vintage though. It's a neat looking strand. I like how the bead is not crystal clear. Well, some of them are clear. But see how it has like an ice look to it? That's really cool. Alright. And then the next thing is 5x6mm Twisted Rondelle. This here, I've used this a lot in tutorials. This bead's very neat. I can't think of any tutorials right now off of my head, but I've used this bead several times in my tutorials. And then the next one is 4mm Golden Tiger Eye. What? That's what this bead is? I would never guess that. Golden Tiger Eye. Now, recently I had a haul, that haul that I got from Macari, where I bought a ton of stuff, and someone had commented I had these maybe 3 or 4 beads, and I thought they were not tiger's eye. They looked like tiger's eye, but they looked more like the fiber optic cat's eye beads. But someone commented on that video that it might be golden tiger's eye. So that's what this is, and it's a 15-inch strand. So looking at this here, I see it doesn't look the same as the one that I got. This one here looks very different. But I do see that there's like the tiger eye pattern in it, but it's not like throughout. Like that one there looks like tiger's eye. But that's really unusual. I've never seen golden tiger's eye. Here, I'll wind it up so you can see it better. That's really cool. Okay, next thing is 3mm Faceted Spinel 14-inch strand. I thought this was going to be a gemstone. How big are the holes? They're pretty small. This is very pretty. I'm going to have to mark this because if I put it away, I'm instantly going to think that it's glass beads if I take it off the strand. Those are super sparkly. Very sparkly beads. Look at that sparkle. Okay, next thing is 8mm Czech glass 2-hole candy bead, Robin's Egg Blue with silver wash, 16 pieces. I love candy beads. I've done a few tutorials with this, bracelet tutorials, and this is in my favorite color range here, the turquoisey blue. very pretty. I love how smooth these are. They're so smooth. And then the next one, I love this strand. 2.5 by 4 millimeter Czech glass rondelle, alabaster white travertine. This is such a pretty bead color. I have this in 3 millimeter Czech Drux, and I have this in 6 seed beads in my stash. What else? I think I have some other like unusual Czech beads in this color. It's very pretty. It's that aged looking bead. And I have used this size rondelle for a whole bunch of tutorials. It's kind of similar to seed beads, an 8/0 seed bead, so I can use it in place of an 8/0 seed bead a lot because of its size. So that's an awesome find right there. And then we're going to the bags. Oh my gosh, that flower is so big. I love that. Okay. Vintage German crystal, amber, rounded, rectangular, or rectangle, or sapphire right-angled rectangle. This one, vintage German crystal, I think so. Amber, rounded rectangle, or sapphire right-angle rectangle. Wow, that's really pretty. Very transparent. It's so perfect. Definitely make a beautiful ring with that. You know what? I think that the bezel that I used for the center of this chaton can be used for this here, because this chaton is shaped like a brilliant cut diamond, and this kind of is too. And I think that this could be made into a ring using that center setting there that I did for this ring. Oh my gosh, and use these beads around it. Or let's see what else. I don't think I would use the pink one because this is transparent, so I'd want an opaque color. That red one's awesome. I do love that red one so much. Maybe that one. I don't know. This maybe too. That would probably look really cool. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a video on that there, making another ring, because I've been on the bracelet and necklace bandwagon for a long time, and I've just now gotten back to making rings. Okay, so looked at that one. The next thing is 8 millimeter Czech glass flower button. What? This one's a button? But it only has one hole. Yes. Oh, I love those. This is a button. I have a bunch of Czech flowers that I bought like this. Okay, mine is different. It's similar, but mine's thinner, a little bit thinner, and mine are all like transparent with an AB finish. Anyways, I bought a whole bunch of flowers like this from JTV. They had Czech bags of beads. They were selling like 1 and 2 pound bags. I don't know if they're still doing it because I know that they had like a limited stock. But I had coupons and I bought a few pounds. I never did a video on it. I probably should have because I got some really neat finds. But I planned to use these as closures in bracelets. It actually kind of looks like turquoise, doesn't it? Like real turquoise? Sorta, kinda. It's pretty. Next thing is you know what? I screwed that up. It says 8 millimeter Czech glass flower button. That's these. Purple iris, not that. This though, I'll go down and look for this since I was already checking it out. This is a 22 millimeter Czech glass flower bead, turquoise with travertine. Okay, that's not a button. This is a button. I only have a couple of these in my stash. Like, literally, I think I have 2 of these flowers. They're really cool. They're calling them buttons, but you really can't use them as buttons because they're so darn tiny. See, the hole is right there. But I have made rings, like the romantic beaded ring that I did, where you can use a bead like this in the center of the ring. They are cool, aren't they? See, I screwed that up. I thought this was talking about that. It said button flower. I didn't realize that those had a hole going through the side there. And then next thing is bamboo coral chips. That's these here. Now they're calling them chips, but they are the Heshi shaped. Heshi. Eight pieces. These would be great as spicers. I love coral and turquoise together. And then the next thing is 14 millimeter Czech glass button bead, pink crystal luster. These are so awesome. I have a strand of these in my bead stash. I think I got them from Hobby Lobby. It's probably been like 2 or 3 years ago. Mine have an AB finish on them now. I've also gotten these in some other subscription boxes. I think the Dollar Bead Box has sent them out a couple times, but I want to say it's been a while. But they're really pretty. Now, see how they're transparent? They have this beautiful design on them. Sometimes what I like to do when I get a bead like this, I do this with buttons mostly, or pendants, is I take nail polish, a metallic nail polish. Gold, silver, you know, bronze. I love bronze nail polish. And I paint it onto the bead or button, and then I wipe it off with a paper towel, and the pattern, I actually waited a couple of seconds, the paint goes into the details, and when you wipe it away, it makes the pattern stand out really good, because you can't really see the pattern with the bead being completely transparent. So that's just an idea I want to share with you guys. But a lot of Czech beads that you get are like that, where they have paint or some kind of coating in the bead to show the design more. Next thing is 16 by 22 millimeter brass butterfly stamping. I got a butterfly stamping from the Dollar Bead Box that is bigger than these. So, and I never used it, so these would look really good with the one I have. Use them with it. Maybe these would be earrings and the other one would be pendant. And you can bead on top of these filigrees. Those are pretty. Now there is a tutorial that I am hoping to film today. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I almost did filigree on the back of it. But I got too carried away with my design. It turned out epic, but I wasn't able to use the filigree because the pendant ended up being bigger than the filigree. And then the next thing is 22 by 32 millimeter antique brass elephant. This, I got this before in silver, and I had broken a Swarovski Rivoli, and I didn't want to throw it away. And I think the Rivoli actually came with a Dollar Bead Box. So I put the Rivoli in the back and it fit perfectly, and you couldn't tell it was broken. So I'm thinking of maybe trying to, because I don't want to throw the Rivoli away, but it's chipped. But maybe I can somehow secure it in the back of the silver elephant that I have. Isn't that cute? You probably could also put a small cab in there. Maybe a 12 millimeter cab. That would look really neat if I could do something like that. My mom loves elephants. That is a heavy pendant, by the way. And then the next thing is 6 by 8 millimeter Czech glass drop, vintage bronze iris. 12 pieces. These. I am currently, I I have 2 projects that I need to film. I'm close to having them ready to film. And then one that I need to do more work for. But I'm doing a pair of earrings that has teardrops on the bottom of them. And these would totally work for those earrings. I think I did 5 on each earring and there's 12 here. So yeah, look out for my upcoming earring tutorial. Because you can use these teardrops for that. Those are gorgeous. And also you can use these for beaded flowers. I use these for that all the time. And I recently did a necklace, a white and black necklace, where I used teardrops. You can use these ones here also for the bottom of the necklace. I'll put a picture of that necklace up now. So yeah, those teardrops were smaller in that necklace, but these here will still work in a design like that. Okay, the next thing is 3mm SoftFlex copper crimp. These, oh my gosh, now I love SoftFlex crimp tubes. They are incredible. I didn't know that there would be such a difference between crimps. I've always just used regular crimps, and then I used SoftFlex, and there was such a huge difference. They are huge difference. They are seamless. There's no seam. Have you ever had a crimp break on the seam? It's really weird. And it's like, why is there a seam in regular crimps? But anyways, SoftFlex crimps don't have seams. They're really thick, heavy duty, and usually I'll make a bracelet, okay, and I'll crimp it, and then sometimes I've had to take it apart because I realized, oh no, I put the bead in the wrong place, or I should make it longer or shorter. And so I go to break the crimp, which is very easy to do. But when I did a bracelet with the SoftFlex crimps, I could not break that crimp for nothing. I had to totally restring the project, the entire thing, because those crimps are so strong. So this is a SoftFlex copper crimp. I believe it's a crimp cover though, because it's open. Yeah. Really cool. Happy to have those. And then the next thing is 22mm Czech glass flower, turquoise with travertine, which that was the blue in there that I screwed up earlier. And then 14 by 16mm Czech glass table cut pillow bead, beige with travertine. This one, I love this color. I have a little compartment in my brown bead box where I've been collecting this color. I've gotten this a few times in the dollar bead box. It is so pretty. You know what it makes me think of? Those tagua nuts. Look at the blue right there in the side. I don't know if you see that. It's like bluish green. I love that. And the Picasso and travertine. Always wanted to get those tagua nuts, and I can't find them anymore. I know one site that had them, but they're like never in stock. Okay, next thing, last thing, 14 by 16mm Czech glass table cut pillow bead, beige brown opal. This is such an unusual shape. I feel like it has to be used in stringing. I don't really think that I could do, oh wow, look at that side. That's cool. I don't think I could do a ring with this unless I did a wire ring. I could totally do a wire ring with that. Yeah, definitely a wire ring. But like, beading it, it would be very unusual because it's not symmetrical. It would probably work, but it's kind of unusual. So here's everything I got all laid out so you guys can see it at once, and I'm trying to think of what I should make with this month's box. I really like this stone here. It is so perfect. I'm thinking of trying to make it into a ring using the same technique that I did to bezel this stone here, which is round, so I don't know how that would go. I would have to test it out. And also, I had a really unusual idea for a ring for this bead here. I'm going to try and see if that works. That would be really awesome if I could make this into a ring. And you're probably thinking, how on earth would you make something like this into a ring? Well, I get the weirdest ideas. So I'll see if that works. And I also thought that I could make a bracelet with the candy beads here. I don't have a clasp though in this one's box, but I do like this color with this color and the black spinel, or not that pink, do this one maybe. I don't know, is there brown in there? There might be brown. I kind of like that one. And then is this blue similar? I don't know about that one actually. Maybe. I do usually like to do a mix of colors though. And then I liked these beads with this, and also those. These are really awesome with that. So I don't know, I'll see what I could do. If there is a bead here you want me to use, or you like one of my ideas, please let me know down in the comments and I will see what I could do. This is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, I will leave a link for the dollar bead box down there below in the description bar. Please like this video, leave me a comment, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and make sure you click the bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload new videos, and check me out my social media sites. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Thanks for watching.